Deitrich. Hi, it's Marcel with Guaranteed Rate, and this is...
I'm Katie Beck with the Christy Cannon team.
Just wanted to kind of update you a little bit on some of the new unique programs that are out there. And in fact, recently Katie has joined the Frisco Citizens Police Academy. And so with that, she made some interesting discoveries, but I'll let her tell you about it.
So I joined the Frisco Citizens Police Academy, and what it is an opportunity for people from around the community. You have to work or live in Frisco to just get involved. It's a 10-week course where we learn more about behind the scenes with the police academy and what they do, so what all they go through, their processes, why they have them, their technology, and really honestly a lot of what we're learning is the sacrifices that these people make away from their families, and it's cool because there's about 45 of us in the class, and one of the big things all of us have said is we just want to find ways to give back to you. How can we volunteer? How can we help? And you have a great solution of one thing that I can offer back to them.
Absolutely, and it's one of the things that oftentimes, police officers are not aware of is some of the specialty programs, mortgage-wise, that are geared specifically to help police officers.
Right.
And in fact, there's two different paths to go down, so to speak. One path is basically the TSHAC program, and with the TSHAC program, it actually allows a contribution of 3%, 4%, or 5% toward down payment and closing costs for the police officer.
That's huge.
And it really ends up being a very beneficial program. There are some stipulations with the program that kind of make it a little tricky to utilize sometimes. There are going to be max income limitations. Typically, you're going to be looking at income on an individual of under $77,000. Also, they're going to end up being some stipulations for max home purchase price. And in Dallas and the surrounding areas, you're going to be looking at no greater than $355,000. And so with that, it's really geared more toward your first-time buyer, someone who is, let's say, just coming out of the police academy.
Sure.
But with that, it really does offer some very significant benefits to both down payment and closing costs. And it can be used actually with an FHA loan, USDA, VA, conventional loans. So it's really a very good program to use.
That's awesome.
There are also other programs out there, sometimes that are a little bit more city-specific.
Okay.
And in fact, the city of Frisco has a unique down payment assistance program specifically to help police officers. And with that, a police officer can actually receive money up to $10,000 that they can use for their down payment and closing costs. Now, there again are going to be some guidelines in regard to income restrictions, but it's going to be a lot looser than the TSHAC program. In essence, with that, you're going to be able to have household or family incomes of up to $123,000. And so with that, if you do have people that are kind of purchasing their own, their first home, so to speak, they'll be able to utilize the program and have access to $10,000. It really, it ends up being a pretty good program.
Yeah, $10,000 can make a big difference when you're purchasing a new home.
Absolutely, it certainly can. Now, some of the caveats with this program are that it's not something to where you can be under contract and then just turn around and say, hey, next week I want to use this program. It actually does have an application, so you have to fill out all the information, send it into the city. They'll review it, which could take 2 or 3 weeks. And with that, then once you have approval, then you can actually go out and find a property. So if you're a police officer in the city of Frisco, it can be a great program and a great asset. And if you'd like to find out more information on the program, we can send all of that to you, the applications, work kind of through all the steps with you, but we'd be more than happy to help you with that.
Sounds like that one may be something that they need to do more along the pre-approval process instead of at the last minute.
Absolutely. Get pre-approved first before you buy a house. And the program, it's an incredible program specifically for police officers that are living here in Frisco. You do have to work in Frisco, purchase a property that's in Frisco as well. So with that, there are a couple guidelines that we have to follow, but overall it's an incredible program and honestly very underutilized. You would think that more police officers would be able to utilize this program, but the fact is that oftentimes the education and knowledge that the program exists isn't out there.
Right. I'm hoping that more and more people know, because these are people who sacrifice a lot to protect us.
Without a doubt.
This is a great thing to be able to give back to them. $10,000 can be a huge difference.
It certainly does. So again, there are those two programs. You basically have the TSHAC program and then the City of Frisco Down Payment Assistance Program. And if you'd like to hear more about them, I'd be more than happy to share that with you. I'm Marcel with Guaranteed Rate.
And I'm Katie Beck with the Christy Cannon team.
Hope you have a great day. Thanks.